For those who might not know what tefillin is the little box you might see in Judaism or Jewish people wearing, Orthodox Jews particularly, like in morning prayers, they have a box on their head, they have a box on their arm, and that is called tefillin. It comes from the command, well, it comes from several different places in the Torah, but ultimately in Deuteronomy 6, it says, you shall bind these, talking of the commandment to love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, you shall bind these commandments on between your eyes and on your hand, and they should be tefillin between your eyes and on your hands, right? And so this is where the command comes from. Now, we've had this debate on this show before, as we have most topics that we talk about. And we have debated whether or not this is a literal or a non-literal command. In other words, is it a metaphor that we're supposed to have the commandments of God in us, or that we're supposed to walk them out, or is it a physical command to have this box in between your eyes and on your arm? There is a lot that could be said about tefillin. Yeshua himself actually does reference tefillin in regards to the Pharisees when he says that they make their tzitzit long, right, big and long, and their phylacteries or their tefillin they make big, right? Mm-hmm. In other words, to show off how righteous they are. Interestingly, Yeshua doesn't say stop wearing tefillin. This is not it's a metaphor. It's not something physical. Nothing like that. He just makes a passing comment about tefillin. Okay, so let's explain just a little bit more for those who are unaware of tefillin. Inside traditional Orthodox Jewish tefillin are several passages of Scripture. I haven't done the research this morning to tell you exactly what they are. Maybe Rob knows off the top of his head. Deuteronomy 6:4 and following is in there. There's other passages as well that are in there as well. But so that's in the box here and here, right? And so it's just passages of Scripture which are in the tefillin boxes. And they certainly do date back to the time of Yeshua. We don't just know this because of the reference that Yeshua makes. We know this because tefillin have been found in archaeological digs, I think particularly at Qumran, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but I think that there was tefillin found at Qumran. Okay. Anything else that you want to say about tefillin before we go on with the question about tefillin?
Oh, no, you're right. You're right that our oldest extant tefillin are from Qumran. And you can find images online. There's a lot of pictures of the actual things. They don't look anything like
exactly.
the like wedding cake kind of.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Sorry, I'm talking to Caleb. You're not there, but I know you can hear. They don't look like the big black, square wedding cake type of thing that has now become the rabbinic kind of brand. So the rabbis branded something that was more prevalent than the Pharisaic world, even if it came among, I don't know that, I don't believe all the Pharisees or even all early rabbis wore the tefillin. Well, I don't think that's the case. I think over time it became a brand, right, and it became similar to how other traditions, you didn't wash your hands correctly, this kind of thing. We fast on these 2 days a week, etc. It became a part of the sign that you belong to that group, right? That you were an insider. Yeah, but I was circumcised by these people, and they were differentiated not only by how they were made, but the contents, right? Right. I think there's because we have. I don't know if there's how many different tefillin examples. And again, calling them tefillin reflects the rabbinic brand, because as far as we know, we don't have any evidence that at Qumran they called them tefillin. It's from tefillah, which is prayer, and it means prayers. It's Aramaic plural for prayers. Tefillah is a biblical word for prayer, but at Qumran they contained the 10 commandments, the 10 words. Were included. Fitting, by the way, yeah. But the rabbinic brand called tefillin does not have the 10 words. And that is like, if you can't be in an Orthodox Jewish community today or any time from the Talmud, and if you had the scribe, okay, the sofer write you the 10 commandments and put them in your tefillin, they would not be kosher.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
because they have to be. Everything has to be made according to the brand, right? Because when you take that on, then you become a representative of the insider group.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell us your thoughts on this subject by leaving a comment in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. And we'll see you in the next video.